Hey everyone, welcome back to our scenes. So in today's video we are going to go through functional groups under the chapter carbon and its compound. So let's get started. So let us see the definition first for what is functional group. It's a heteroatom. Heteroatom here refers to atoms other than carbon and hydrogen. Okay, so if you're having atom other than carbon and hydrogen, we call it as a heteroatom only in the case of carbon compounds. So it's either a heteroatom or group of atoms which make carbon compounds reactive and decide its property. Now, depending upon the group of atoms present, their reactivity is going to vary, their properties are going to vary. So this group of atoms, we are having certain characters, or we have characterized them. So we are going to see that one by one. So the first one, we call them as haloalkanes. Haloalkanes, in a sense, if you are having a halogen with an alkane, we call it as haloalkane. So it can be chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, so iodine is rarely used, hence that is the reason why I have not mentioned. Okay, you can mention it. Okay, so depending upon the halogen present, we'll be naming them. So now, if chlorine is present, then we call it as chloro. If bromine is present, we call it bromo, iodine, iodo. Okay, so we are going to take few examples over here. So as you can see here, I have taken an example. So this example is for bromomethane. Now one thing you need to remember here while naming, in case of functional group as well, as usual, the first step is supposed to be counting your carbon atoms. So if you see the molecular formula or the structural formula, you can see that we have got only one carbon atom, hence it's going to be meth. No double bonds, ane. So it's a methane, but in this case, one hydrogen is replaced. See, we were supposed to have a hydrogen here in case of methane, but instead of that hydrogen, we have got here a bromine. Hence, it is going to be a bromomethane. Similarly, I have taken here an example with two carbons. Okay, I have drawn the structure. Okay, as you can see here, I have drawn exact structure, but one hydrogen here is replaced by chlorine. So, how are we going to name this? We have got two carbon atoms, hence it's going to be eth. Okay, and since we have got no double bonds here, it's going to be ane, ethane. One hydrogen is replaced by chlorine, hence it is chloroethane. So, that is about your haloalkanes. Next we are going to see about alcohol. So the group of atoms for alcohol is OH. So here, as you can see here, in case of haloalkanes, one hydrogen was replaced by bromine. So here one hydrogen will be replaced by OH. So here again I have taken two examples, the first two members. Okay, so first member here is with one carbon atom. So CH3OH, same thing as you can see here in the structural formula, three hydrogen atoms, one is replaced by OH, that is your alcoholic group. Okay, so now how to name alcohols? The first step is always the same, count the number of carbon atoms. So we have got one carbon atom, hence it's going to be methane. Okay, no double bond, so methane, but since we have got an alcohol, we are supposed to add a suffix OL. So, methane we were supposed to have, we are going to omit that E and we are going to add the OL, methanol. Similarly, it's going to be ethanol, propanol, butanol. So, the members will go on adding. We're going to see now ethanol. Okay, so same thing again over here, we have got C2, two carbons. We are going to put hydrogen. One hydrogen is replaced by OH. Okay, the alcoholic group. So it's going to be C2H5 OH. So here, as you can see, we are writing OH. When you are writing the molecular formula, we are writing OH at the last. The functional group is always written at the last. Okay. So since we have got 2 carbons, it's going to be no double bonds, ethane. E is going to be omitted, and because of the presence of OH, we are going to put the suffix OL. So it's going to be ethanol. Okay, as usual, you're going to have a propanol, butanol. You can try it while drawing the structural formula and all. You'll get a better idea of it. Now, next one is aldehyde. The next one, functional group. Okay, so this group consists of CHO. So this CHO is how you are actually writing in case of molecular formula like this. Okay, so this is how you write your molecular formula. Okay, along with that, the last part will have a CHO. This CHO, if you are showing in structure, it is something like this. So it is having a O with double bond and H with single bond. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the first member over here, that is here. This is my functional group. Along with that, one valency was left. So 1, 2, 3, and the 4th arm is taken up by hydrogen. So while naming this, again the same method is employed. You are supposed to count the carbon atoms. And here, if your functional group is having a carbon atom, you are supposed to take that into account as well. You are supposed to count that. So here we don't have any independent carbon, but we have got a carbon in our functional group. So we are going to count that. So it's supposed to be 1. Since this is 1, our prefix will be meth. Okay. Next, we have got no double bond. Okay, if you're counting this as double bond, we are not supposed to take this as the double bond, as we are taking in alkenes and alkynes. We need a double bond between carbon and carbon. Then we can write a ene. But we don't have a double bond or more than double, that is triple bond between carbon and carbon. Hence, this double bond is not considered. If you're having a double bond between carbon and other atoms, that is oxygen, or if you're having any other atom where it is using double bond with that, then no, it's not considered. Hence, it is supposed to be an alkane itself. So methane, and in this case, the suffix added should be Al. Like in alcohol, it was OL. Here it's supposed to be EAL. So it's going to be methanol. Okay. Similarly, we're going to see the second example, that is ethanol. So here you're going to have 2 carbons. Okay, 1 carbon will be, since this is an aldehyde, 1 carbon will be converted into your functional group. Okay, and the other carbon will be treated as a normal one. So 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is connected to this. So this has to be converted into my functional group. Hence, I'll have a double bond O and H. So now while writing the molecular formula, CH3CHO. So this is always written separately. Now, while naming, we are supposed to count the carbons along with the functional group carbon. So it's going to be 2. So eth. So this double bond does not count. Here no double bond or triple bond. Hence it's ethan. And then because this is an aldehyde, we have got this group, we are going to add an Al. So it's going to be ethanol. Next, we are going to talk about ketone now. So this is a functional group. See, so far whatever functional groups we have seen, they were terminal. They were coming to an end. Even if it was alcohol or aldehyde or chlorine, bromine, everything were ending up at the end. In case of ketone, it is the opposite. It is somewhere in the middle. Okay, so we're going to see that the first member of ketone is propanone. Okay, so this thing we need in the middle. So prop here refers to 3 carbons. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Among this 3 carbon, as I told you, this has to be in the middle. The middle carbon is made this double bond. And the ending carbons are filled according to your valency. So this carbon has got 4 hands. 1 is already connected here. So 1, 2, 3 hydrogens. In this case also the same. Now, while writing in the molecular formula, what you need to do is see your functional group. Before this, whatever you have, you write. So CH3, then comes this, that is CO. Then after this, whatever you have, you need to write. So that is CH3. So naming goes as usual. You need to count your carbon atoms. We have got 3. So for 3, we have the prefix prop. So propa, no double bonds here between carbon and carbon, no double or triple bonds. So we're going to leave that. Propa. And then we are going to add a suffix, that is on. So propanone. Okay. So it was supposed to be propane, right? So this E has been cancelled, and instead of that E, we are writing a O-N-E. So it becomes propanone. Okay. Next, we are going to see the next member, that is butanone. We need 4 carbons. So we have used 4 carbons. Now, which one has to be your ketonic group? So it can be either this or this. Okay, you'll get the results almost the same. So, but it should not be the first and the last one. So somewhere in the middle, whichever carbon you can utilize for ketonic group, but never the first and the last one. Okay, so in this case I have made the second one. If you are interested, you can try with the third one. Okay, no much difference. It's just be this part will be the vice versa. Okay, now as usual, this one is converted in double bond O. Rest all, I'm going to put it as hands. Okay, I'm going to count the valency and put hydrogens. So now before this, I have got CH3, then comes CO, then I have got 2 carbons. So C2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, H5. Okay, so naming goes with the number of carbons. So we have got 4 carbons, hence it is butanone because it is a ketone. And then comes your carboxylic acid, the last one. So carboxylic acid, okay, we actually use here the functional group. Here is COOH. This is the molecular form. Okay, so we're going to see that. So this, if you are writing in case of structural formula, it looks like this: C with double bond O, and other side has a OH. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. The fourth arm, if I put a hydrogen to it, this is the first member. Okay, so what will be the name of it? So since I have got one carbon here, hence it is going to be methanoic acid, since it's a carboxylic acid. So oic acid is what you need to add. Methane. So E you are supposed to cancel. Oic acid, methanoic acid. Okay, so writing in molecular formula, I'm going to write this in a functional group form, that is this form, COOH, and whatever was connected to it, that is H. Next member, that is ethanoic. So methanoic is over, ethanoic acid, propanoic acid, butanoic acid, it will go on. So ethanoic acid, you need 2 carbons. So 2 carbons. 1 carbon is converted into carboxylic acid, that is double bond OH. This one will be having the hydrogens. So while writing the molecular formula, I'm going to write before this whatever I have, I'll write CH3. Then comes this COOH. So this becomes my ethanoic acid. Now, see, there are some members which you need to remember as the other name. So methanoic acid is also called as formic acid. Okay, common name which is given to it is formic acid. This is what is present in ant bites and honeybee stings. Okay, the whatever burning sensation you get when these animals bite you or sting you, that is because of this formic acid. And one more thing what we need to tell you is about this aldehyde. Okay, methanol is also known as formaldehyde. These are some common names which you need to remember. That's it. Sometimes they might, instead of asking you methanol, they can ask you formaldehyde, just to know, just to test your knowledge. Okay, so hence it's good to remember some other names. Now for the last one, let's talk about benzene. So regarding benzene, they have not given you any detailed explanation about which family does it belong to and what are the features. Nothing is given to you, but I'll just give you an intro to it. So similar as you have seen alkanes and alkynes, we have got another branch of hydrocarbon which deals with aromatic hydrocarbons. So the word aromatic here refers to, it's given because of its pleasant smell. Okay, so this aromatic hydrocarbons have got a ring-like structure with alternate double and single bonds. Okay, so this, whenever you have a ring, this ring, if it is present in any of the hydrocarbons, we know that such hydrocarbons are aromatic in nature. So we're going to see that this benzene, its molecular formula is C6H6. It does not obey your general formula of alkanes and alkynes. Okay, this is completely a different category. Now, if you are writing the structural formula is normally asked for 2 marks or 1 mark, depending upon where they have asked you and what else they ask you along with it. So, if you are supposed to draw the structural formula for this, so see a C6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to connect them. Okay. Then I'm going to put alternate double bonds. So you can start anywhere. There is no restrictions that you are supposed to start from here only or there only. So I'll start from here. So a double bond, then comes single, then double, single, double, single. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. This is how alternate they are. Okay, you can start with this side. This one will be single bond, then this will be double, single, double, single. Okay, anywhere you can start. There is no restriction for it. And then comes hydrogen. Each one is having 1 hydrogen. Okay. So this is what your benzene looks like. This can be asked for 1 mark, okay, for your molecular as well as structural formula together. So this is what you need to remember. And all you need to remember is this is an aromatic ring structure. So that is about your functional groups, okay. In case if you have got any doubt, you can just leave me a comment at the bottom and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.